Hey, welcome back to the bMoor podcast. In this episode, you're in for a treat. The episodes which have preceded this one, you could say were to lay the groundwork to understand the problem at hand and what will be required to overcome it, which is through us understanding the wealth already inherent in our community and building an economy around that, so we're the main benefactors of it and no one else. One of the things I'm an advocate for is creating a base of passive income where you don't need to exchange your time or labor for money. It will instead be coming irrespective of this. An example of this can be exemplified by rental property. Reason being is that once you acquire the property, there isn't anything you really have to do past putting it up for rent to get money from it. You'll be getting money from your rental property when you're asleep, when you're on vacation, in the shower. How can this be? But the value of this asset is self-sustaining and consistently provides value which people are consistently willing to pay for. And I know not everyone has deposit money to throw at a house, but it's important to know that not all assets need to break the bank. Some can be relatively inexpensive, and what I'm going to propose to you today fits that very mold. If you remember from my first episode, I revealed that I'm a marketer by trade, but that I also have two businesses on the side, which also provide me a consistent income too. One was my photo booth business, and the other one, which will be our main focus today, is my publishing business. And just to clarify, not music publishing, but book publishing. I know some of you are already dismissing it on the grounds of, if I can't write a book, I don't have the time, and I wouldn't even know what to write about anyway. But rest assured, these are all problems you won't need to worry about. So how do you go about it? As you're well aware, Amazon is one of the biggest marketplaces on the planet, and in 2019 alone generated a whopping $280 billion in revenue. They sell almost everything you can imagine, from electronics down to knitwear. But an area they've come to dominate in the past decade has been ebooks. For 2019, in the UK and US marketplaces, Amazon had a market share of 47 and 83% respectively, in which case they were able to gross 95 million in the UK and almost 500 million in the US. And the most interesting thing about this all is that in this growing market, independent authors, so normal people like you and me, sold more on the daily than all of the major publishing books combined. What does this mean? Well, this all points to a tremendous opportunity for us to exploit. Amazon has removed the barriers to entry and allows you to sell directly to the customer. If you didn't know, Amazon attracts over 190 million buyers to its platform every single month. These people are hungry to make a purchase in order to fill some kind of need they have. And from there, it's your job to understand what that need is and make sure you provide them a valuable solution. People in this day and age are starving for information and will pay to get their hands on it, which is why this market is so booming, because we no longer need to rely on traditional publishing houses like Penguin as a medium to release a book straight to reach our customer. We can immediately do it ourselves the moment we see an opportunity. All you have to do is get the book written, get a cover done, upload it to Amazon, and you're right in business. And to make things even sweeter, Amazon not only provides you opportunity to provide a digital copy of your book, but also a physical copy too, a service which they provide themselves, which means your book is made available to those who like having digital versions of a book, but also those who prefer holding it in their hands too. And with their physical Kindle product and the Kindle app itself, the ebook your customers purchase will be downloaded straight to their device, which makes the consumer journey convenient and painless. Then when this occurs, Amazon will register this as an order, to where they'll make a small commission depending on the cost of the book, and then you will get the rest of the fee. Granted that you pick the correct market, you can be getting sales every day into your account every time someone comes to Amazon and searches around your book topic. This is money you didn't need to work for, and there's a frame of thinking we need to become comfortable with. Just to add, Amazon doesn't just sell your book in the country you publish the book in, but gives you access to every country Amazon has a presence in, opening the floodgates for you to make even more sales. Okay, Jordan, this is all well and good, but we still haven't gotten over the hurdle of having to write the book. As I mentioned earlier, this for you isn't a problem. Why? because we have people who'd be more than happy to write the book on any given topic for a small fee. As an example, I pay roughly £140 for a 70-page book. I do this using a platform called Upwork, where you have millions of freelancers in different areas of expertise. You submit a job posting containing the details of your project, including the topic, word count, and price. And from there, freelancers, who in this case write books and are happy with the job requirements, will declare their interest, showing you also a portfolio of the work they've done for previous clients. Then from there, it's a case of going through the replies and determining which author best fits in with your demands. Typically, a project will take roughly 4 weeks to complete, where you will then pay the remaining balance of the agreed price. Once you receive it, you will own the sole rights to the work and be full recipient of the profits which come from it. This is the same procedure I also use when finding book cover designers as well. Then by all means go ahead, but please note that you can't scale operations in this manner because you can't multiply yourself and there's only a limited amount of time in each day. Another question you may be asking is, what do I write about? Well, this is ultimately your decision, but let me at least point you in the right direction. You want to focus on topics which deals with a specific pain point of the customer, a pain which is generally shared by enough people to where you can generate a good enough amount of money from. Because there isn't any point in creating a book that no one has a need for. And for this reason, we want our books to be touching upon evergreen issues which will exist now and also in the foreseeable future. This is because we can create an asset which will pay in the years ahead rather than just one which deals with the here and now. Topics which fulfill this criteria can be ones like weight loss, how to make money, self-help, gaming, and an endless list of other things. If you're to remember anything, remember this. People don't buy philosophy, they buy valuable information which fixes a problem. If you need inspiration for ideas, go to Udemy and find courses with at least 1,000 students and make a list of them across all category types. When you do this, get your list and cross-reference it with ebooks under the same topic on Amazon, and then check the first 5 results which come up. If they have a sales rank of 20,000, then you should strongly consider it as a topic to pursue, simply because at this sales rank, you'll be generating at least 13 books each day. And this will be one of the strongest indicators that your particular topic will sell. I can't go into too much detail here due to limitations of this podcast, but once you get to grips with this, I'm sure you'll be able to see that this is something that you can realistically pursue yourself. Completed, what do? Simple. You make another one the next month, and then another one the month after that. Why? Because no one book will make you rich. Granted, you choose a good topic, you can expect to make typically £80 to £100 each month. Sounds low, right? But that all changes when you add another book to your portfolio, and another one after that, and so on and so forth, until you have 15 to 20 books bringing in this amount of money each month without you needing to lift a finger. Now imagine having an extra 1.5k added to your monthly salary and all the investments you can make with that money. The path to growing wealth is a long one, which is why it will take you a while before you see significant differences to your bank balance. But once you grow a small catalogue of books in your portfolio, you will start to see the benefits from the compounding effects. This is a great endeavour to get into if you want to kickstart your streams of passive income on a profit. Like the Monopoly board, the more assets you have, the more money you receive, and this case is no different. This episode of the bMoor podcast, as always, I'd like to thank you for listening and sticking with us. If you're interested in building your own ebook business to where you can start kickstarting your passive income streams, then you'll be able to find links in our description which will direct you to video tutorials on YouTube and courses on platforms like Udemy, to where it will detail from front to back what you need to do in order to be successful. As always, you have my free ebook that you can download in the description too, the 40 ways you can start generating £1,000 each month on autopilot. You can find that in the description again. It's free, so make sure you get your hands on that. And also make sure you follow us on Instagram at bmoor.co. So that's bmoor.co, and you too can find that in the description as well. So that's everything on my side. Thanks again for staying tuned, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Peace.